Call the meeting to order at 4:31. We have the regular meeting minutes from February 18th, 2020.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And thank you for having the meeting today instead of yesterday. I had a daughter's basketball game to attend to last night. So it was the last game of the year.
Yeah, no problem.
It's worked out well, so thank you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't schedule for Thursday night either, because isn't there another basketball?
There is another one. But there's a Board of Finance meeting that night too.
Ah,
So I think I might miss it.
Yeah,
Should be a good one. So next thing on the agenda is discuss, vote, and sign warning a special town meeting. And the only thing that we have for the town meeting, but it's time sensitive, is the letter of intent for the solar installation at the transfer station. There's a copy of the letter of intent. This is approved by our town council. There's also, this is kind of a placeholder lease, an example lease that would be coming to the town when we end up going to a second town meeting to actually approve the use of the property and the deal with SHR Energy. There's also a map or a photograph kind of what's proposed at the transfer station or at that field. So the process would be to go to the town meeting to approve the letter of intent. Then the SHR Energy would have to go through the process, going to the state to get the approvals, going back to planning and zoning and wetlands to get their approvals, come back to the Board of Selectmen, also go to planning, zone, wetlands, Board of Selectmen, and back to a town meeting for final approval before it could move forward. So it's all kind of a timing thing here to get this done because of the changing regulations at the state level. So by doing this today, it brings it to the town meeting, and they would be approving the letter of intent to lease this property.
Okay, so you need a motion to approve the warning of the special town meeting, March 18th, 7 p.m.
Yes.
I'll second.
Any discussion on that? Questions?
Yeah, I have a couple questions on it. Do we know how much the lease is gonna be on that property? To give to the townspeople?
We have a good idea. Probably around $25,000 a year. The DEP has changed some of their guidelines with regard to wetlands and how close you can encroach on them. And that's kind of limited the project a little bit.
Did it shrink it or?
Shrunk it, yeah.
Okay.
But once they get past this point and they can move forward with the project and get a true plot of the property where what they can use, they'll know better, but it's looking about $25,000 a year.
Now, did this go out to bid?
We put out to bid a RFP for this project a couple of years ago.
Right, I remember that.
Yep. And we chose SHR Energy to do it back then. So they're the ones that,
The scope of the work has changed a little bit now, hasn't it?
well, it's still at the same location.
But the
And,
size, nothing?
Well, the size, the reason the size has changed is basically to regulations that the state's been putting out.
Yeah, bottom.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the only other thing I had for you was I did tell you that I'd get you a name of a consultant that did the one in New Milford
Right.
when they did their project. And he told them what they can get for income, whatever else is available. I don't know much about it, but
Yep.
I can give you this.
Yeah, if you would.
All right, and it may be worth a phone call. I don't know much about it.
Oh, definitely.
But,
Another set of eyes on it would be
yeah,
good.
at least if the townspeople ask, I mean, because I'm sure people are gonna wanna know how much and where's the money gonna go,
Right.
and if there's gonna be any reduction to townspeople's everybody thinks that you have solar, you get a reduction.
Right.
And I'm sure this guy's gonna be at the town meeting or
Yes.
a representative.
There's going to be a hearing just before the town meeting
Right,
at
okay.
6 o'clock. In fact, that's our next,
Okay,
Line.
all right, I don't
Yeah.
want, I don't want to.
he'll be there to answer any questions at the town meeting too.
Okay, because you know people are gonna ask, and I don't know if you have all the answers for them, but at least somebody from there will do it.
Yep.
It was like with the cell tower.
Yeah.
People had 1,000 questions and,
Yeah,
you know, okay.
all right. All those in favor of the
Aye.
warning?
All right,
Opposed? And set the date for the solar array project, and that would be at 6 o'clock here at the community hall on March 18th, just before the town meeting. Is there a motion?
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Any
No.
discussion?
I'll second.
Yep.
Do we have time to add something to that town meeting if we have to?
No,
No, we can't.
no.
Because I know you had something on the ordinance committee.
Yeah, and that didn't, the Beach and Rec met last night,
Right.
so it was still in limbo, so we can't quite do it.
Okay, all right, because I know you were looking at that also.
Yeah, we'll have another one probably coming up in May,
Okay,
at least, so we can do that then.
yeah,
All those in favor?
aye.
Opposed? And number 5, appoint assistant treasurer. Our current treasurer, due to reasons, personal reasons, has had to step down from his post. He's still with us until the 9th. So in the meantime, we'd like to appoint Nancy Skilton as assistant treasurer.
Assistant?
Assistant.
She could remain assistant treasurer through the future in
So
case.
assistant effective immediately, and then the assistant will be interim. Truly, but.
She could actually remain assistant, so when we do get a new treasurer and that person goes on vacation for 2 weeks, there'd be someone there qualified to sign the certain checks and, you
Right,
know,
which is a
access to
good
the
idea,
accounts.
Mhm.
So what is the compensation?
Same as, you know what she's getting?
I believe it was 25,
Is it 25? I'm not
to
positive.
look it up.
Okay.
What she's been doing is, she was helping out the current treasurer quite a bit over the last couple months, and we were paying her
Like a
rate.
console?
It'd be the same rate.
Okay.
But our hope is to have the new person in as soon as possible, get them trained in this system, and then Nancy would be good until someone goes on vacation. That's the hope.
No,
Right.
when did you find out about this?
He talked to me, was it a week ago Friday? But things were still in limbo, but we did get it up on the site, was it last week?
Was there any of the old applications that you got that you can refer back to? And-
Yep, there's a couple people
Okay.
from the first one, and there's also another possibility.
Because I know Nancy, you know, she does a great job, you know, she was trying to
Get out of here.
well, not get out of here, but, you know, make
Retire.
life easier for her, and it looks like she's right back where,
We're
Yeah,
lucky
you need a-
that she's willing to step in.
yeah, oh yeah, and it's a great plus, she knows everything, and she did do an excellent job for us.
I'll make a motion to appoint Nancy Skilton as assistant treasurer effective immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Northwest Connecticut Regional Special Education Services Center Resolution. This is coming from the Northwest COG. And what is happening is Ed Advance is working to set up a special education center, and the purpose of which would be able to hopefully accept a lot of the special education students at their facility, which would lower the cost for the area schools. And this is all through the COG. There's no cost to the town of Morris, but they need our resolution to move forward with this, along with the other 20 towns. I think there's an outline in the back of it, that kind of explains it. And probably, as you all realize, special education is quite a big part of school budget.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve this resolution.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Any discussion?
No?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, we'll get that out. Waiting for it. First, selectmen's report, I think it's attached.
You want
I
to-
got it memorized. No, I've
It's
got it.
tiny print.
I just see if there's anything
Okay.
standing out here. Yeah, Northwest Council of Governments meetings, Family Protective, met with Connie Tralley and Jamie Fisher from White Memorial. The Smoky Hollow, they're still moving along on that as the weather permits, and it's been pretty good weather. We did finally receive the $150,000 grant from the state, so it's in our bank account to help defray the cost of construction for the bridge. Kerma Insurance meetings and the Resource Management Committee regarding emergency management training. Had a couple meetings on the jams, trying to move that forward with hopefully no more costs to either town. It is moving. We had a meeting yesterday on that. Our town website will be updated hopefully within the next few weeks, making it easier for us to access it and make changes, and easier for people who go to it. Northwest Council of Governments, again, talking about recycling and solid waste and the costs. And had a Council of Small Towns meeting where the Attorney General for the state of Connecticut, the Department of DOT Commissioner, and Governor Ned Lamont talked, along with senators and representatives. That was all I had, and I don't see any public. You know what, we didn't
Add budget.
have budget on there.
Um,
Oh, shoot.
Huh?
I can wait.
On recycling, when you met with the recycling,
Yep.
I know the costs are going up. And any thought of sometime, maybe after the budget's done, to bring somebody in from the recycling company? Because they give talks to the townspeople on how to recycle, what to recycle. I've talked with a couple towns. There's some good programs out there, but the problem with the programs is they take a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
If you look up Trex, you know, the decking,
Yep.
they have recycling programs for plastic,
All right.
okay? And I know they're doing it in the town of Haddam, but it's work.
Yeah.
You know, it saves you money, but it's work. And so many pounds, and I don't know if it's 500 pounds of plastic, they'll donate a bench to the town, but you have to jump through hoops to do it. And like our glass recycling, there's also like clothes recycling.
And they actually pay the town.
They pay the towns.
We're gonna look into that one.
Yeah, so there's programs out there, but it takes a lot of work, and I don't know if we have the manpower to do the work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get volunteers to do some of it, but there's only so much you can ask a volunteer to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's options, you know, garbage is a big problem because it weighs so much. If you could get that, you know, like the food waste out of the system, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work to
It's a lot of
manage
work.
that, to get it out of the system.
Yeah.
Glass is a huge problem in
Yep.
recycling. If we could get as much of that out of the system and go into the returnables where
Yeah.
a lot of it belongs,
Yep,
you could save.
and I'll tell you what the problem is with glass, nobody wants to take it.
Yeah.
When I go down to the recycling center, they don't even want to take glass anymore. At the pin shop,
Mm-hmm.
you have to actually bring it to a supermarket or something and put it through a machine. That's how tough it's getting, because they're not paying them enough money to take that glass in.
Yeah.
Because they have to put it in special boxes, then they have to palletize it, then they have to wrap it. So, that's,
Yeah, this is where the state and feds have to do something better with recycling.
well, when you talk to your council of government, every one of our selectmen should send a letter into the state telling them that these recycling places are not getting enough money to make it worthwhile for them to stay in business.
Yeah.
I've been working with the guy in Oakville, and he was supposed to put a letter together. Next time I see him, I'll get a copy of the letter and bring it in and let you guys look at it. But this is the problem with the state. Because the state doesn't care if you cash that nickel in. Because they got their nickel.
Oh, yeah, there you got it.
They already got it.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, there's a lot to do, but like I said, Tom, it's a lot of work.
yeah, we're going up to $95 a ton for recycling as of July 1st, and I think up to $110 a ton for construction debris, demolition. So we're gonna have to look maybe at our next meeting about raising the rates for demolition to help cover some of that cost.
Well, the problem is with the demolition, and how do you judge when a guy comes in with a truck?
Yeah, I know.
How do you, the only right way to do it is a scale,
Right.
but the expense, I don't know what the expense of a portable scale,
Yeah,
you know? I know Bobby Warren had one that he weighed tractors on. But again, now, you're gonna tie up a guy coming in,
weighing before,
weighing
weighing
it,
after.
you know, after it.
Yeah,
You know, so everything is work.
Yeah.
I mean, to save money, it's work.
all right, yeah, I was hoping to do budget today, but I don't have all the figures. We're still waiting on the union contract, so I'm hoping at our next meeting we
Is
can
that
get
close?
that done. Pardon?
Is that close to get settled?
Yeah. So hopefully at our next meeting, we get that done. And I'll give the Board of Finance what I have so far, but this hasn't been approved by the Board of Selectmen yet.
Okay.
They can get started now.
They should be getting started on it, yeah,
It should be well underway.
hopefully.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that one.
Second that.
All those in favor?
Aye,
4:47. Thank you.
yep. Oh, I wanna give you this, hold on,
Oh, yeah, the number.
if you wanna. I mean,